something about winning your first trophy as a proper supporter that solidifies the whole journey, that really informs you about what it really means to be a football fan. I guess I've always been interested in the idea of supporting a team, the idea of being passionate about something, the idea of understanding why something can mean so much to someone, and how I can feel like that. And I wanted to know how other people got into the sport. What was their journey? How did they make that transition from being a normal human being to becoming a football supporter, to becoming something that you think about in your spare time, something that you search all the time on your computer, something that ultimately defines you.
I'm originally from northwest London, so they just brought me along, said, yo, this is our team, and that was it.
That was it?
Came here a couple of times over at Highbury, and you just catch the bug, man, and then after that, you're just an Arsenal fan.
Grew up in Finsbury Park, you know. I've lived in Tottenham most of my life, and that's how hard I still support Arsenal.
So I think like most people, started supporting Arsenal because of my dad and my granddad.
Started supporting Brighton when I was, well, I guess lifelong, but when I was 7 years old, I got taken to my first football game with my dad.
My dad raised me as a junior gunner, maybe a junior gunner the day I was born.
My dad was a Tottenham supporter, my mum was a Tottenham supporter.
Yeah.
My mum and dad lived in Tottenham for many, many years and they got married in Tottenham.
I suppose it wasn't until I met my now wife that I really got into Brighton. She was in love with Peter Ward in the middle of the 1970s. So I didn't really stand much of a chance, but she didn't really stand much of a chance with Peter Ward either.
Well, I used to be Man United, but we met 20 years ago and he hated Man United.
You learn to hate Tottenham as well, so it's not too bad. They say not to hate anything in life, but there you go. There's one thing you can't feel guilty about.
Can't leave Chelsea out. So for me, I started supporting Arsenal as far back as I can remember. You know, I'm pretty sure when I was born, I was an Arsenal fan from day one. I'm hoping that was my first word.
You know, to school in Tottenham, supported Arsenal through and through all the way. But I've always been a rebel. I've always gone against the grain, do you know what I mean?
I started supporting Arsenal about 76, 77.
My first Brighton game was in 1976, I think, against Crystal Palace, who were the old enemy.
I wasn't really supporting a team because I couldn't watch it because I couldn't stay up to watch match of the day, etc.
And the atmosphere was just unbelievably nasty. But it was electric and I was just addicted from that moment on. I was just addicted.
Me and my wife go out all over the country watching them, so brought two lads up, both of them support it. Local side.
Your local team, local community. You know, as a kid you grow up, you know, and your mum and dad buy you a football kit of the local team you support, you know, and it progresses from there.
Like Poet said, like when he was doing his interview, it is like a kind of surrogate religion.
Everyone there supports Newcastle. It's a little bit of kind of a religion there. Like no one's not a football fan.
In my life there's religion, family, and then Arsenal's basically like maybe like a millimetre lower than family, and that's only because I feel guilty saying there's anything different.
What it means to me is basically you wake up every morning, you sleep, eat, drink, Arsenal.
You know, it's the cliche that, you know, people say football's a game, but it's not. It's like, it does take over your life.
Yeah.
In a kind of sad way, actually.
What does supporting Arsenal mean for the both of you?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me, man. Arsenal means so much to me. I mean, you know, when we lose, I feel really, really depressed. When we win, I probably feel unnaturally happy.
Not a lot of things bother me, not a lot of things get to me, but Arsenal results always have an effect.
So now I'm trying to distance myself from Arsenal because it's this painful thing.
Gets me down a lot, to be honest, because we keep losing.
Supporting Arsenal brings stress.
Again, there's no happiness, it's stress and it's pain.
Yeah, a lot of pain and misery, but I know you go in, all my friends are Sheffield United fans, so it's just a day with friends and stuff like that, isn't it?
Undeniably, when we win, it gets to you in some way.
It runs your whole life.
It decides whether you have a crap day or you have a really good day.
It no longer ruins my weekend. Actually, it used to ruin my weekend. If Brighton lost, it ruined my weekend. It no longer does that.
Well, I'm my gap year here from Australia. I just love football. This is the closest team I could find.
I suppose we really got into supporting the club when it went through the hard times. We went to what was going to be the last ever game in Blackpool away, and the last ever game at all kinds of places.
Obviously with what I do as well, it's a big part of my life. And even before I started doing all this, I mean, I'm a fan.
Neymar Jr., I'm from Brazil.
You're from Brazil?
Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
Why do you support Barcelona?
Man, Barcelona?
Yep.
Barcelona is amazing, man.
It brings me joy every day, my friend. They always win. They're the perfect team.
It brings joy to my life.
They have joy every time they play. It's different.
They've not had a lot of glory, not like glory hunters, you know. Man United, Arsenal fans. It's easy, isn't it, when you're winning things?
I think clubs in the Premiership lose their values. The joy of supporting Brighton is the undulations.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's very much part of being a football club through thick and thin, no matter what the fortunes are.
But that's the beauty of it as well, because you go through all these struggles and it's just to get to that one bit of glory.
Well, I was at the FA Cup final against Hull City. I was lucky enough to get tickets, and when Ramsey scored that goal, I just burst into tears because I thought, this is it.
Amazing, yeah.
I am at the game where we break this run of like 9 years with no trophy.
Every success in football is temporary. You wouldn't want to win it without going through those lows, because that's what makes it so good. That's what makes it so sweet, when your effort as a football fan pays off.
It's kind of a getaway as well.
It's an escape for a lot of people.
You know, you meet random people and they share the same passion as you.
Yeah.
Someone you've never met, you can go to a game by yourself and suddenly you've made friends because you have just such a huge mutual passion of something.
It's that feeling of belonging and kind of togetherness. That, for me anyways, what supporting a club's all about.
And finally, one last question. What does being a supporter of a football team, what does it bring to you? What does it mean to you?
It's so nice. It's like you build a community with everyone. For example, like, we don't even know this but we met today because it's just nice. Like, you get along, feel a nice spirit, etc.
I believe social media had a huge part to play in my personal following of the sport. And I just think that it's bound to do the same to so many more people. For example, I used to hate football. I used to think I was just getting put in the stereotypical male box just to try and support a team. But that all changed. Literally when I started following it more match for day, and that progressed. And I'm sure in this digital age, the effect must be so much more profound for kids these days. You get people who can feel super passionate about a club. They're not even good at football, they don't play football, but they just feel passionate about a team because it's what they follow. And I guess it's what social media, the ability to harness your obsessions, the ability to provide you with a voice, the ability to make one feel more important through your views, through the community, through that connection, through your identity as a fan. It's all a crucial part to play in the 21st century role as being a football supporter. And we love it.